Good evening, everyone. Welcome in for some more Triforce Triple Play Season 3, round of 32 stuff. So, this is game one between Cytown and GrandpaSzabo. And this is a Courage Seed. So, let's hope it's not as bad as last night's mess. But, I'm joined by Late tonight. How you doing, Late?
I am back from the dead and doing well. Good to be here.
Ah, yes, resurrected. So, you want me to give the tea on what the courage legs are?
Oh, this is messy. You know them better than I do. Knock yourself out.
Okay, to quote from the rules document, courage test your resilience with full start shuffle in a second quest overworld, putting immediate pressure on routing and survival. Rupees are scarce, extra candles are off, and the red ring is locked in 9. Basically, so we get green to into combat, and likelihood of affording the blue ring is pretty small. We have deceptive hints, intra-dungeon heart shuffle, and second quest enemies. And looks like we are already off. Now that's a start spot.
Oh, one of my favorites.
So, we gotta find our wood sword.
And being pinned up in this corner of the map, it might be a while before we find it.
That is true, unless we get lucky. But nope.
That's a nice small secret.
So, just for purposes for everyone, our silvers and red ring are going to be forced into level 9 tonight because this is courage. And we're on are going to be trekking until we find something good, and that's a wood sword.
GrandpaSzabo trying to brute force past those gorillas, not a great idea.
So, what do you think our Armos item is going to be tonight?
I like a candle Armos, honestly.
You want to give them candles? Free candles?
Sure, they smell good.
I mean, depending on the candle scent. But 41 rupees for a blue candle is also pretty nice.
Yeah, that is a nice discount. I do have to say I'm intrigued by deceptive hints. I've never actually run those or even watched them be run, so...
For this?
Yep.
So they can either be nice, or they can be complete slogs like they were last night.
Ugh.
Okay, that is not bad for a small secret. 16 rupees, I'd take that.
That's a good roll-up. Grandpa's on half a heart, gotta be careful here. Oh! When I said careful, that included dodging the repairman.
Yeah, and then we're all going broke.
Well, rubies are scarce, that's the name of the game.
Oh, Yumi! I have a red ring pop. Red ring pop I have right now. I'm enjoying, and here's level 2 for Cytown.
Yep, level 2 is at 2Q2. Different Armos, of course.
Let's see how far we can get.
Let's not say we did. Cytown says no thank you.
So we gotta work our way to the eastern part of the overworld and all these open caves.
Yeah, Soar's just gonna be over there by the coast item, probably.
Yes, why not?
Just literally as far away from start as it can get.
On the bright side, gorillas and dark nuts are bound to the overworld. there's any roads. Okay, that's actually kind of useful, but we don't have a recorder. Huh. Not the worst.
No, these are usable.
Definitely usable with that start spot. But what item do you think is going to be our coast item tonight?
Go ahead and put the wand there.
I'm gonna say... let's put the boomerang there.
You want a crusty banana on the coast. So it can get even crustier with all that water and humidity and bleh.
I just thought maybe the banana people should get some love.
Or they could get better taste.
I forgot you're in the magical boomerang camp. You're in Camp Fur, right?
Tentatively, yeah. Just to be kind of contrarian, I guess. I don't typically use either one much. But I do like to sing the praises of Furt just to get under the skin of a few people.
So, cytown's trying to hope the enemies do not be rude to him, but they are being rude right now.
Yeah, these are the ones that Grandpa tried to brute force past early on, and they just did not want to spawn anywhere else.
Let's see. Alright, cytown's brute forcing it.
There you go.
So we have it was 4, yeah, so we have 16 small, and we have a minus 15 door repair. I'd say that's not bad.
No, the door repair rolling down that part is really nice.
But we are still looking for a sword. And that's level 2 for GrandpaSzabo.
Is he gonna make a play into here or just leave?
Well, let's see if he can get his pixels lined up and block clip in here first.
There you go. 7 is at 1Q1, Cytown has found it. Well, either Q1, really. I just like to pretend 2Q doesn't exist.
Well, 2 dungeons down, we have 7 more to locate.
Cytown's gonna check out the open desert cave here. And there's 9.
Well, it's still not our wood sword.
I don't know, I think if you beat up the old man in the lobby, he might give you one. Fortunately, you don't have much to do that with unless you just want to beat him over the head with this letter.
Hey, a good old paper whack can do something.
Yeah, I don't think that letter's written on thick enough paper to have much of an effect.
And GrandpaSzabo is... oh, wait.
There it is.
What's the word on Cytown screen?
Yep, under the Armos, southeast of 1Q5.
And immediately gets a bomb pat.
Oh, yeah.
So first, we gotta check our last remaining Arma spots. That's another level.
Oh, Cytown's gonna up A, get that heart back, and says no thank you to diving 6 this early. 6 is generally pretty big, so I don't blame him for that decision.
Looks like it was a power bracelet we found.
Nice randomizer.
Now at least we can start getting some of these power bracelet spots out of the way.
Looks like Cytown's probably trying for another bomb pack here to top up. No dice.
Okay, that's not as good news.
Slight roll down.
Slight, but it's still... Every rupee counts. Oh, and there's a useless bait block.
No such thing. The monster's gotta eat too. Hey, that's good news.
We don't know if that's true yet. As much as I'd love to say, yay, that's good news, we have deceptive hints on.
It may be good news.
I don't know now, and now that that hint is in the pool there, that makes me nervous.
What is the percentage of, like, that the old man is lying to you? Is it 50-50 or is it slightly off?
50. I think someone broke. I think it's for each part of the hint or component, because I know it's like different parts for the numbers and items. But I don't know how it is for the raft hint or overworld blocking item hints.
Gotcha.
So if anyone would like to educate me in chat, let me know.
Yep, help us, chat. Grandpa's about to get his sword.
You asked for a candle?
That's not where I wanted it. And they can't even have it yet.
Well, on the bright side, this start location means we're getting West F Mountain very early.
That's valid.
At least it's making cytown forcing himself to do West F Mountain early and not leave it for last.
Yeah, if you're starting there, it's silly to not clear it out when you have a chance. Ew. Inflation on those bombs.
I mean, good news, yay, we have a bomb shop not far from start. Bad news is that pricey bombs.
Yeah, and a seed where, again, rupees are scarce. Grandpa's found 6, and he is going to peek in here. Okay.
Well, you can't go much further that way.
Immediate ladder block.
And only get some keys and some tektites for his bubbles.
With a few
Oh
bubbles
my-
for good measure. Oh, quick Triforce.
Quick Triforce just means it's gonna be a deep dive for the item.
But that is first blood on the Triforce run for Grandpa.
Meanwhile, Cytown's starting to build up his rupee count. I think Cytown forgot that any roads were there for a minute.
Chat tells us it's slightly less than 50%. Thank you, chat. Oh, banana sniper.
Well, banana snipers. So if they're banana snipers, are they doing it peel and all, or are they just doing it unpeeled? Or just peel?
I don't think it can be just peel. You have to have a payload in there. I don't think peel's gonna do enough damage. I would bet they freeze the bananas first.
To get maximum solid state?
Yep.
Also, I think wouldn't a cold banana hurt more than a warm banana?
I think so. If anybody wants to science that out for us.
Well, if I was really thinking on sciencing out, it'd depend on how much water content is in a banana.
So it looks like
But
Cytown's headed back
how
into
did we
2
not
here.
discuss the recorder being on our coast item?
I'm sorry, what?
Apparently we saw our coast item and it's the recorder.
Oh. We have Lionel's in this too.
Oh, we have the good old stay on half a tile way to deal with
Yep.
them.
And if anybody knows how to do that, it's Cytown.
More keys, more bombs. Man, is he getting bailed out right now.
Yeah, he ran himself out of bombs a few minutes ago. Okay, there's a heart on the floor.
Okay, did I just miss a heart on the floor in 2? An 88
Yeah.
story?
Yeah, the heart's on the floor.
Well, we still have one more floor item to look for.
Yeah, I mean there has to be because there's no heart shuffle. Oh, I don't know if he meant
We
to do
have
that.
intra-dungeon heart shuffle. Have you... I know you've been on hiatus, so you haven't been able to play with that new flag setting yet, have you?
It was actually in the last tournament I was in, yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know how it works, normally in Z1R, with level 2 being an exception to this, we have usually a floor item, which is your heart, and the staircase item, which is your item. But with this intra-dungeon heart shuffle flag, it can make it in either location. And someone will correct me if I didn't explain that right, but we have segmented too.
Yeah, I think we knew that because both runners saw that diamond staircase shortly after entering too.
Knowing is one thing, but having to take the segment over to look for the item is another thing.
This is true.
Looks like I think we're going to the segment.
Yep. Unless you just really hate items.
Well, there's a key in here that he didn't pick up.
Nice reverse clip there.
And looks like GrandpaSzabo is starting power bracelet checks.
88
very
rupee
funny
key.
game.
88 rupee key, not the worst.
Looks like we're running out of places where our item can be.
Chat says 2 is a boomerang. I don't think this is coming back to you if you throw it.
What is this to? Yeah, I mean, I agree with it potentially being a boomerang.
It looks more like an Atari 2600, like spaceship.
Okay, I'll take your word on that.
Showing my age. Get off my lawn.
But we still gotta find what our item is in here and if it's gonna be something useful.
Hmm.
We only have one room left in this too before we have full cleared it.
Cytown ties up the Triforce count.
Wait a second. Cytown came into this too with 3 hearts, correct?
4.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, he didn't... Okay, I'm wondering why he didn't clear that room out. Okay, then. Oh! Thank you, chat, for pointing out the obvious. Cytown has no bombs. That makes perfect sense.
And he's not getting any drops. After getting those drops early on, his luck's kind of right. Oh, but if you don't get one out of here, that's a problem.
More like bad luck.
I'll have at least 2 drop chances depending on forces. Possibly 3.
Let's see how good or bad Cytown's luck is right now.
Not looking good. He's putting on a half-tile clinic here, though. There's a bomb drop.
Well, he gets bailed out for now.
Oh, 2 packs. Okay. I stand corrected.
Yep, so Cytown's gonna be finishing up in this level 2 very shortly.
While Grandpa has set foot in here. Hey, more Lionels.
And that just means more bombs.
And we have the any key.
Well, that's a key problem solved.
With a full pack of bombs in hand, I feel like Grandpa's probably gonna single dip this too. Get that any key and get out.
And 5 hearts is not enough for the red candle.
Ugh. That's tragic. I mean, not a huge deal with a cheap candle, but you'd still like to have that repeatable candle.
Well, we're still missing some take any caves.
That's a pretty cheap big shield. Grandpa's gonna take the Triforce in 2 and probably be coming back in.
You don't leave an item in a 2 that small this early on.
Now, which begs the question, why take the Triforce in the first place if you know you're coming back in?
Remind me, we also found 6 and 7?
Yes.
So the question is Cytown going to prioritize overworld exploration, or prioritize going to 6 or 7 and hoping to dig an item out?
How much overworld does he have to look at?
Tis the question. Oh. That was not good money.
That's one of the large secrets of all time.
That is a large secret.
I do believe that's the smallest it can roll. I don't know if 50 is included in the range, but either way, ugh. Poverty to end all poverty.
Well, that's just going to make money management even more important.
Chat says they believe 50 is included in that range, so not quite bare minimum, but we got very close.
Well, Bogey's arrow has hit 2 for 2 on Courage Seeds of Comms, and Cytown's in level 1. Oh!
Yeah.
What's that doing there?
That's a bug. You need to put that back. It will mess up your file. What is this one?
This one, why are you being so kind? Oh, there it goes! They lure you in with the nice items, and they trap you with the ladder block.
Maybe not a hard ladder. This might be a staircase to the back, but I doubt it. Nope.
We're hard ladder blocks.
Yep.
Yes, this is courage. So now we're on another hunt for the ladder. Anyone else having some deja vu?
Starting to feel like ladder hunts are just the ice rod hunt of Z1R. Like, no matter...
Remind me, Ice Rod, does Ice Rod have oh right, Ice Rod for TR and stuff.
Ice Rod literally has only one purpose. So it can be anywhere, so like no matter what mode you play, you're gonna end up in an Ice Rod hunt. Even if you play some, like a combo rando, like SMZ3. It's just inexplicably gonna be an Ice Rod hunt every time.
Well, it's more often than not you're gonna be in a ladder hunt in Z1 than not a ladder hunt.
That's fair.
Okay, cytown, what does survey say? Nope.
Not unless you really, really like the repairman.
Now, if only we had a red candle right about now.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, cheap blue candle is nice, but repeatable candle? That's the dream.
Looks like the power bracelet isn't really doing much tonight.
Can make for a good snack if Link gets hungry along the way.
Yeah, it does have snack potential.
Grandpa's about to get that any key and be done with this, this too.
Gonna have to still be careful with these Lionels.
Yeah, you can hide in the blocks and just toss a bomb on top of that block and just catch them all.
Oh! Cytown's choosing to buy the blue candle.
I don't dislike that. Like, yeah, you know where the red candle is and you're one heart away, but you're 27 minutes in. You want to start burning stuff.
So now that we're gonna start watching the world burn, do you think we'll find some more dungeons?
I certainly hope so. I know chat is a bunch of sickos and wants to see a bunch of 6 and 7 digs. But give me like a 4 or even a 5.
Nope, not a 5 tonight. After last night, 5 is on the naughty list.
Nah, I can't stay there forever. You have to let it redeem itself.
It'll have its moment, just not now.
Aw, come on. It can't be bad twice in a row, right?
Don't underestimate the things this randomizer can do to all of us.
Been there, done that. That's a pretty cheap big shield. Not that anybody would ever buy it, but it's cheap.
Well, there's one person who'd buy it. Looks like the power bracelet was needed after all, with this level 8 here.
Yep, 8's a good dig. It's pretty big, but, you know, 3 items. Well, 2. No heart shuffle, but still. twice as many as any other dungeon, except one.
Yeah, he's gonna be using his candle to do stuff. Bubble dodging stuff. Do you think we're gonna find anything useful in here?
And it's 8. The bow's in here. You know that.
Well, we don't know that until we see the items in here.
There's the arrow shop. Grandpa's gonna pick those up.
It's still good to have those arrows purchased, so if you need them later on, you have the money for it and don't have to grind.
Yep.
Now, is this going to be a transport staircase, or is this going to give us an item?
Let's get a little bit of a discount.
No
push. It's bait. Oh, that red bubble curse. Terrible. Good thing there's a fairy fountain literally the next screen over.
I'd say that red bubble curse is negated by the fairy fountain being right there.
Yeah, but not every level is going to be by a fairy fountain. Some others might have red bubbles.
Well, first we gotta bomb some dodongos, and then we gotta find a stair that may have an item.
Like this one, perhaps. Yeah.
And hello, level 5.
Where was this? Because we got a hint for it in the Dead Woods. I don't know if we were lied to.
So it looks like the ladder block's not going to be an issue for Cytown anymore.
No, that's a really nice pickup. Patra on half a heart in a reverse C room. That could get sketchy. Be
Yeah,
careful,
it's like
Grandpa.
going to the back parking lot of a Denny's at like 4 a.m.
You don't do that. Most of those parking lots are walled off for good reason. You park in the front where there's good lighting and, if you're lucky, some security. Because if you try and park in the back, what just happened to Grandpa will happen to you. A giant insect with 8 insects surrounding it will just mug you. I don't think I'm ever going to Denny's again.
I hope I didn't just traumatize you.
No, the Patra did. Cytown's going to go ahead and snag the Triforce out of 8.
So Cytown's leaving the second item in 8 behind.
I don't hate that because the recorder is just a few screens away. That's really nice to pick up with that ladder he just got.
Well, first you pick up that recorder.
Yep. And then since we're second quest overworld, recorder has a ton of value and can immediately be put to use. There's that 6 heart for cytown. He can go get that red candle if he chooses to do so. If he doesn't, I don't blame him.
So maybe Grandpa will stick around and get the second item out of 8.
Possibly. Looks like we're about to get a final verdict on that rat tin.
Okay, I know I'm gonna probably head on a little bit of a tangent, but first we need to check this rough spot and hope it's nothing good. Good! All is well.
Just a lonely old lady.
So you know how Waffle House is a thing, right?
That certainly is a thing.
And you know how they only close for certain levels of severity for natural disasters?
I don't think I've heard that before.
Some people, instead of looking at hurricane categories to evacuate for, they'll look if their local Waffle House is still open or not. The Waffle House Index, everyone! See, chat knows! So, if we have a Waffle House Index, do we have something that could be in similar vein applicable to Hyrule in this state?
In what sense are we talking here?
So would we be checking by how many shops are open in the overworld? Oh, I do love that in chat. If only we had a beetle in this game. So what is our Waffle House Index equivalent in Z1R? Food for thought. Meanwhile, we're still looking for some more overworld dungeons.
Well, cytown's certainly got the best tool for finding them right now. Recorder is extremely valuable in second quest overworld. He's also burning stuff on the side.
Don't we all like fire?
That's what we're supposed to resort to when all else fails, so... If nothing else, you don't have to like it, but have a grudging respect for it.
So we still... So cytown eventually could make it back to this level 1.
Yep.
So technically you're allowed to burn stuff if it's in a controlled manner and away from other debris so it doesn't spread out into a wildfire.
Yeah, but this is the dead woods, and, you know, dead trees are extremely problematic in fire-prone areas.
Are we considering dead woods to be yard waste?
I mean, look at the color of it. I'm going with yes, except for these 3.
So technically, unless you have burn days, yard waste should not be burned, as I learned at work.
Oh, cytown did pick the red candle up.
I'm just realizing now, 2 things that day happened that I can tie to Z1R. One, stuff that was on fire that wasn't supposed to be on fire. Some woods and plants, vegetation was burning. And I didn't see a pig there. Too bad it wasn't Ganon.
Are you sure? Did you check the name tag?
Yes, I got a name tag and ID on that pig, and unfortunately, that was not Ganon. And just a relative.
Hmm. Grandpa
So it looks
versus
like
Dodongos
Grandpa's
is...
really... Well, he's trying to dig out the second item here, and we don't... It
Yeah,
could be something very useful.
it absolutely could be. 4 is
Thanks, old
allegedly
man, you're
close to
just a
start, yeah.
liar.
Allegedly.
That's the word that keeps these old men from getting lawsuits in Hyrule. Remember, they have to have the allegedly.
Mm-hmm. It's not for them to make those accusations. That's for the courts to decide.
Does this Hyrule even have courts?
Man, I hope not.
Well, that'd make things more troublesome.
Yeah, all the citations that would have to be issued for all this burning and stuff.
Oh, and not even about the amount of breaking and entering and property damage Link does, trying to eventually slay Ganon.
I think arson is slightly more serious than a B&E, but you know, neither one's good.
It's more when you start breaking things in pots.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when it starts to add up.
yeah, destruction of property not cool either.
But I mean, but there's also the fact that we do run into Link has been mugged himself.
There's the wand at 7. So the candle merchant was telling the truth.
The gasp. Well, that is true. That old man was right.
Very nice.
Now, let's see how quick it's gonna be for level 7 for Cytown.
It's not too big. What is that? 27 rooms?
Well, I'm also, if I'm remembering... No, that was 6 the Triforce was very quick in.
Yeah, that was 1 room right at the start.
Because Grandpa was in here earlier, just left.
Super friendly enemy set in here so far.
I think we found the sword by this point, old man.
Prove it. Stab him.
Build up your bomb count.
Yeah. No, just do it for fun. Look at me trying to get Link sent to non-existent court.
Well, if they don't have a court, they can't exactly prosecute Link for all his crimes.
No, they just try to kill him. That's their idea of the justice system in Hyrule.
Well, Z1 and Z2 are in the same timeline, correct?
Oh, don't start me lying. I cannot keep track of the timeline.
I'm just wondering, is Z1 canonically happens before Z2?
I think so.
And isn't there like a castle and shit and whole government in Z2?
I mean, there are towns, and there's like a palace, which I guess has to host like a royal family, so sure, we can go with that.
So wouldn't there be laws? We could have outlaw lawless Z1, but laws in Z2 because there's towns in society.
Possibly, but there's also, I don't know if this is a theory anymore, I think it was actually like confirmed somewhere. But there is a tiny, tiny part of the Z2 overworld map that supposedly all of Z1 takes place in, so I don't know. Maybe the Z2 royal family doesn't have jurisdiction over Z1 or something. I don't know.
But aren't they technically all the same Hyrule?
I don't even know. Chat, help.
I'm just curious how we go from Zelda 1 infrastructure to Zelda 2 infrastructure with towns and stuff.
Grandpa takes another death. Okay, that's where 5 was. We were told that 5 was in the Dead Woods, but we determined that was a lie. It's at the Forgotten Spot.
Okay, so we have hard confirmation here of probably lawless Zelda 1.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Wild West out here, I think.
I mean,
Very
at
nice
least the
character.
fairies are nice and don't like, you don't have to worry about like any Fey rules. Or you don't have to pay them rupees to upgrade your armor.
No. Ask any Z2 runner how they feel about fairies. Their answer is not going to be SG friendly.
I feel there's a story behind that.
Yeah, so Z2 at higher levels is extremely dependent on like manipulating enemy spawns on the overworld map. But there's always a chance that a fairy can spawn, and fairies always move randomly. And if you encounter one, that's just an instant loss of like I can't remember if it's 3 seconds or 6 seconds.
Oh wow,
But,
that's bad luck.
Yeah.
What else is bad luck is these whiz ropes right here.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can see why Grandpa left this 5. So what do you think is in this 5?
Ferk.
You want Ferk? All Ferk?
Gimme Ferk. Gimme Ferk.
You just get a Patra instead.
Patra guarding the Ferk. So Link can just regret killing it.
If you kill the Patra and then Ferk pops up, this is like a why am I here and how did I get here moment.
Yeah, I would just retry out of it and let the Patra live. Grandpa's found 1, is going to get the raft and the book in quick succession here.
Well, level 1 is practically useless minus the Triforce.
Yeah, you never know when you'll need firewood and some reading material to sit by the fire.
Paper is also good kindling.
Yeah, if the book stinks.
Well, in this flag set. And looks like Grandpa doesn't have to double dip this one due to already having the ladder. Oh, hi whiz ropes!
Red whiz robes are your friends, though. Low HP, bomb droppers, easy to avoid.
Well, you kind of allowed the blue whiz ropes to show up in perfect fashion, but just needs to dodge the Gleeok beams to get the Triforce.
There you go. And the Gleeok heads dislodge themselves in protest, but that's going to be a Triforce for Grandpa. Cytown's headed back into 5 here.
You think he's hoping to dig out something good?
Like Ferk.
Is this... Oh, right. We have to take the transport.
It's 5, of course we have to take the transport.
Oh, Grandpa's getting the good news.
And a Dark Nut hug on top of that.
Man, this courage flag set is kind of brutal.
Yeah, when they were hashing out the flag sets to start TTP 3 up, I read over Courage and I was like, good thing I'm going on hiatus.
Well, there's a map of this 5, and here's our item.
Yep. Allegedly, it's a heart container in here. We'll see about that.
Is that what the old man was saying?
Yeah, just a couple screens up.
Oh dear. That's not fun to get shuddered into.
Unless you get a lucky clock.
Luckily, no more wall masters to stay in the walls. Alright, so what is our item?
Not Ferk, but it's a banana.
Well, it's a Ferk equivalent.
It's Ferk Jr. It'll grow up to be a real Ferk someday.
With enough potassium.
Yeah, you gotta feed it real Miracle Grow. You can't use that dollar store stuff. That's another Triforce on the board for Cytown.
Remind me, so what dungeon we're missing 4 and 6, right?
Have we seen 3?
I don't remember. Oh, maybe we did see 6. Oh, yeah, we've seen 6. Grandpa has the tryout of 6. Oh, right, 6 was the one with the quick try.
Yeah. I think we're missing 4, and I'm almost positive we're missing 3.
But we're starting to run out of overworld spots.
Cytown's gonna head back into 1 and clean up this ladder block.
So I take it neither runner has checked. I think we'll be getting some river checks from Grandpa now.
Yeah, it's about that time. Nice job by Cytown standing in the door there so they all spawn together.
Masterclass on how to use the wand right here from Cytown.
There it is.
That's 5 tries down for Cytown. But looks like our bow is still lost. Wait, Wait, where was that for?
Did not catch it.
Let's see if this is an item.
Nope. Oh, hello, Danger Noodles.
Well, they're not dangerous when you have a ladder. So it looks like cytown's deciding to dig 6. Or let's just see if he leaves.
Kinda hard to say no to a Triforce one room in.
Looks like both of them are not going back to 6 unless they have to.
That's a good call. Grandpa bombing around this 4, trying to avoid having to take this transport, but I think it's inevitable. And a couple of not-so-danger noodles await Grandpa at the end of that stair in 4.
Well, they are slower moving, and you can just snipe them with sword beams.
Yeah, but if they take a bite out of you like that right there, that's a bad time.
This room looks promising. Now, if only we had the bow.
The bow is totally behind them. You know it, I know it.
Everyone knows it because the game likes to just be that way. It has its jokes.
Grandpa wisely not going above the pole's voices, because that's the danger zone. You ideally want to hit them from the side, below if you absolutely have to, but do not let them hop into you.
Just has to be very careful and you get some heart out of it.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, and it's a +5. I'd say that's worth it.
That's good value. Great value, in fact. Not to be confused with the Walmart house brand.
Well, there's 3, and I did not see where that was.
I didn't either, and I still don't see much over here because everything is Barney purple.
Well, let's see if this is going to be our item or our transport.
Oh, of
So
course
that's
it's a
3
transport.
segmented as well.
Of course it's a transport. Kind of nasty enemy sitting here too. Okay, there's another stair.
Are we triple segmented?
Please no. Oh, there's the bow.
That's the bow. So looks like cytown's gonna be done very soon with this 3. Nice and easy.
Yep.
Cytown having the bow now will allow him to speed up quite a bit. And he knows he's not going to have to go digging in level 4.
Hey, there's Ferk.
Bye, Ferk!
Boo. So with red ring and silvers being locked to 9, Cytown is in go mode. Still gonna have to dig the silvers out of 9, but he knows they're there.
So, yeah, both our runners are now in 4. And Grandpa's just looking to get back to the Triforce. So, with how nice this seed has been for the most part, how truly do you think level 9 is going to be?
I'm feeling a magic stare.
Zelda or Ganon?
Yes.
Ah, so you're going for both.
I want it all. Oh man, that wand out of 7 has just been so huge for Cytown.
Yeah, I'm surprised Grandpa didn't find it when he was in 7 earlier. But there's a Triforce for Grandpa, and looks like we know where Cytown has to go. Only a couple rooms away. Oh, that is a very trolly but fun idea. Double magic staircase.
Leave it to Peeper, folks. This is why we love him.
And now we're off for level 9. So would you like to inform our viewers what we're going to be looking for in this level 9?
We have 2 things that we are looking for. First would be a
3.
roar. 3. Yeah, we still need to dig those silvers out. But aside from the silvers, first we're looking for a roar. When we're in a room that is cardinally adjacent to Ganon, he will roar to let us know. And the life display in the HUD will also change to roar. And once Ganon is down, we will be looking for a door. That is a shutter door that does not open when all the enemies in the room are killed. And that room will contain the kidnapped.
Or, inversely, after you beat Ganon, there's a shutter door in a room and it pops open and all the enemies are still alive.
Yep. If you see a door just inexplicably pop open despite, it being full of enemies, go in there. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
So I wonder when we're going to find our map, if we're going to find a map of level 9 tonight.
It's probably going to be deep if we find it. Cytown's probably going to throw himself down as many staircases as he can.
Let's see if this staircase has anything good.
Chat says they saw the roar. I must have blinked.
You and I both.
You'd think I'd know better than to do that, especially with Cytown running. You're gonna miss something. Oh, another one.
Oh. Did we both miss Zelda as well? He be zooming?
Unfortunate death for Grandpa in 3, and he also has the red bubble curse.
So all we're looking for now is the silvers.
Yep. There's the kidnapped way over on the left side.
Well, if we didn't have confirmation earlier, we have confirmation now. So how many staircases do you think it's going to take until we find the silvers?
Oh, it's going to be the 6th there. You get early pig, early kidnapped. Yeah. Silvers are going to troll and hide deep.
Let's see if this stick dogger is going to hide anything good.
A lot of bombable stuff in this 9.
Yeah, but we're still looking for the right staircase to be the solution to all of our problems.
There's going to be the bow for Grandpa. Is this it? Nope. Just more transports.
Well, I think we just should take them all to rule them all out now.
Yeah. Until you find those silvers, you just throw yourself down whenever you can.
So, seeing the OSHA talk in chat, would level 9 and just all the dungeons in general be counted as confined spaces? So if we're considering dungeons to be confined spaces, if we played OSHA to Z1R, wouldn't Link need oxygen tank and stuff? If I'm remembering that correctly.
Yeah, on top of all that, I cannot imagine the fire marshal being too happy with how densely packed these enemies are into these dungeons. Like, they're over capacity.
Definitely over capacity. I mean, if there was a fire to break out in here, all the enemies would be dead. But isn't that a good thing for the people of Hyrule?
Hey, cytown, you got a candle. Use it.
Meanwhile, Grandpa is grabbing his candle right about now. Now, is this the answer to our problems? Alas,
There it is.
Alright. Cytown's gonna make quick work of Ganon.
Tracker is eating my inputs right now, unfortunately.
So we're good. We're in Ganon now.
Here's Piggy.
Oh, we just need to stab him 16 times.
He's in his own room too. Nice randomizer.
Yeah, and cytown gets the stun lock as well.
Very nice. The bottom right stun lock. I think bottom left is preferred by most runners, but cytown can just do it wherever he pleases. That's Bacon, and now to the kidnapped.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
And a staircase. Do not hop, skip, or jump on staircases. That's a recipe for disaster. But there it is.
The door pops open. Get your GGs in chat for cytown.
GG's.
Finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 21 seconds. And we see Grandpa has thrown in the towel and DNF'd. So let's get both of them up in here and ask their thoughts on the whole seed. Why, hello, cytown.
GG's.
Hey, good evening.
So how are you feeling about this seed?
The first 30-40 minutes felt like a slog. Been sort of par for the course for me lately. Like, I can't seem to get super duper momentum going, and this seed wasn't really coming for that either. What was it? 2 Triforces at 32 minutes? So
Yeah, we were feeling your pain from the start. Rough start screen, and it just didn't get much better from there.
no. I mean, even 9 was bad. I mean, I think I hit a solid 40 rooms in 9, so never really feels all that great. I assume Szabo had the same issue.
The seed had a very slow start.
Okay, yeah, I bet you that was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, you had a little bit better luck brute forcing your way past those gorillas at the start. Grandpa took a unfortunate death or two trying to make that happen.
Okay, yeah. Well, it looks like we'll do the same thing again tomorrow night, about the same time.
Yep,
So
Grandpa should be coming in just about now.
Excellent.
should be good.
GG.
GG, cytown.
Hey, GG, dude. Slugfest for sure.
Yeah, kind of was. I struggled. had a pretty rough start. I was cooking once I got going, but I was kind of floundering all over the place.
Oh man, yeah, it's understandable. I was just saying there a minute ago. It's like I was 32 minutes was my second Triforce, and I was like, man, this is not good.
I had 2 at 21, and I didn't get another one till 48.
All right, yeah. I got 5 between 51 and 101. So that was like at the end, it was moving fast. It was just miserable for a long time, and I was telling them I have to imagine it really stunk to actually watch us playing there for a while.
Oh, I'm sure it was a little bit of a rough one. I tried to clip into the stairs in 7 without any items. Had I done that, there was a wand. And, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, have you started thinking, I know you just finished this and forfeited, but have you started thinking about whether you're going to be choosing wisdom or power for your race tomorrow?
I'm gonna probably guess wisdom because I don't like the extra bosses in power.
It's funny. These all feel very similar for me. This one, I actually really like the Courage one. I shouldn't say that they're all similar. Um, I like the Red Ring and Silver's being forced into 9, but the other two are very similar to me. But I like all three. Like, I think that they're all good.
Yeah, I don't mind them. Just the extra bosses sometimes before you get mags can be a little challenging.
Totally understandable.
So, do you have any final words?
The only thing I have is I just want to send the best out to SNES Chalmers and their family. Just what they're going through right now. So he was initially going to be the one who I was facing today. And through those situations, I just wish him the best.
Yeah, I agree.
So, with that, I'll get out of the way, but you all have a good evening, and thanks for taking time so we could just do dumb things like playing Zelda online.
Hey, thanks for putting on a show for us.
Yeah, I will echo that. Thanks, K-Tap, Late Bit. Appreciate you guys hopping in on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty, so we'll have these two are facing off again, same time. I don't know if it's same place or not. Check the schedule for that. And there's plenty more Z1R, more of this TTP3 stuff going on right now. Keep an eye out for that. And Late Bit, you have any final words?
No, just good to be back on the air. Been a while since we calmed together. Always fun. Let's do it again soon.
Definitely. And with that, I'm KTAP4321. This was another Z1R TTP3 seed, and good night.